Good afternoon. Welcome back to Purple Aftermath. My name's Ed, and I'm your host. All right, man, let's talk about should the president of the University of Kansas State step down? Really? I mean, no, I don't think so. Well, I don't think so. Why should he? Let's go with the protest deal. Should the protest have happened in front of the president of the university's house? Let me give you my thoughts on why no, it shouldn't have. For one, he's the university president, and in my mind, that it's disrespectful to go do such a thing. Now, thankfully, everything I've seen, it looked like it was a very peaceful protest. To my knowledge, nothing got damaged, nothing got harmed. But I don't think it was the best way of communicating your feelings, our feelings for that matter, because I'm not happy about it either, man. But it's just not the best way to communicate effectively, in my mind. Now, there are times, I'm not against protest, if there's a legitimate reason or if there's like some kind of a whatever, as long as it's peaceful. If you're out doing damage and harm to things, you're not protesting, you should be arrested, period. I don't care who you are or what you think about it, period. But it looked peaceful, and it looked like it was technically, I don't even know, it appeared to be across the street from the house. I mean, I've never been on campus to that point of seeing where the president's house is. And I assume the president, while he's living there, if it's his house, that's where his residence is, correct? When he's president at the university? I'm not 100% on that. I assume they keep calling the president's house. So if it is, my assumption, again, I don't know, would be his family lives there, if he has family. And I don't know if he does or not. But that's disrespectful. You need to understand that in those things, regardless, obviously, if you looked at the protest of the kids and the ones out there, chanting, "Free Naquan, free Naquan," they didn't look intimidated. They didn't look like they were out for harm or malice, or they would do anything to harm anyone physically. It did not appear that way at all, at least in any of the clips I've seen. But people, have you ever said or done something and someone took it the wrong way? Maybe you haven't. I have. I mean, I've said and done stuff several times over the years, and hopefully I'm getting better, that someone took it completely different than what I meant it. So there could be a legitimate concern that if this is allowed to go on, maybe the family members, maybe a wife or a child, I don't even know if the man's married, there could be some fear or concerns about coming and going from the house, that someone might, assault them or something, at the very least, not give them any peace, and get in their face and do something dumb, That's why I don't think it's a very effective way of doing it, in this situation particularly. Now, I think you all got email. Why not email the president and be humble? Don't start making demands and cussing and doing dumb stuff. be peaceful, be humble, and just ask very nicely, hey, Mr. President, how come this or that? Could you please make a statement, at least to the university students? Send a letter out to the students or something, explaining what your side of this is, why you did what you did. I think that'd be more effective. Maybe not. But I don't know the president, never talked to him. I don't know anything about his character. Up until this incident happened, I can be honest, I didn't even know what his name was. But it appears an odd thing in the way he handled it, that he would overstep the athletic director and head coach and personally make a decision to do these things. And like I said, I don't have any information. Maybe there's something we don't all know that legitimately a good reason for him to do it. Going back to the protest wasn't a good idea, I don't think. I also think it was a very bad idea that Naquan showed up to it. Of course, he could have just innocently been driving through at the time, honestly. I don't know. Or that any other basketball team members were there. That's not a good look, honestly. And I have no clue, no information, obviously. But the president, having the authority and the power he has, could look at those combination of things and decide, all right, we're going to fix this. Even if he's wrong, I don't know. Maybe he shouldn't have done it. I don't know. And, going through all that and decide, forget it. I'm going to fix this. I'm going to kick him off the team and we'll be done with this. There'll be no more of this nonsense anymore. They're going to come in front of my residence and chant and protest and, possibly cause issues for my family, hindering, not that that happened, but if it kept going, it could. The wrong people get involved. So maybe he did it that way. I don't know. I don't know the man's character. I don't know Coach Tang. I've never spoken to the man. But from the time he's been there, his character has been on display. And I think his character speaks volumes of what kind of man he is and how he's handled everything, how he's handled this situation. And if he felt in his heart that it was good, he's loving, like he said, he's going to love him through the process, loving him through it, and he was good and kind of wanted him to come back and get on the team at some point. I trust that character. I trust that he knows what he's doing. Maybe there's something he didn't know. I don't know. But legally speaking, if he requested diversion and it was granted, I can't imagine he'd done anything legally that was so grievous. Because it's not like law enforcement or a judge is going to say, no, yeah, it's okay if you did something really bad. We're just going to give you a diversion. I don't even know what that is. I guess I could look it up, but I'm not going to. All that to say is support Coach Tang and the team. Support Naquan. Love on him, but don't keep this up. Don't keep stirring up trouble. It's not going to end well. If the president did things out of spite for any reason or did something wrong, and again, I have no clue, perhaps he should step down. Perhaps he's not the man for the job. I don't know that. But it's not our place to stir up trouble. I know many would disagree with this, and I'm fine with that. I just think there's right ways of handling things and there are wrong ways of handling things. Obviously, that's what this is all stirred up about. He, from all appearances, handled it in a way that probably shouldn't have happened that way. But again, he may know things that we don't know. Anyway. blessed day. Keep supporting the Lady Cats and the men's team. And bowl game coming up, boys and girls. Let's get prepared for it. Let's support our players, support our athletes. Emaw.